is presented. Let's go ahead and open up the meeting. Kelly.
All right, Henry County Commission, Henry County, Missouri, Tuesday, March 11th, 2025, 19th day of the January term. The Henry County Commission met pursuant to adjournment at the courthouse in Clinton, Missouri. Those members present were Jim Stone, Presiding Commissioner, Mark Larson, North District Commissioner, Jake Bradley, South District Commissioner, Kelly Merritt, Deputy Clerk. At 9:01 a.m., Commissioner Stone brought the meeting to order. The agenda was approved as presented. The minutes from the Thursday, March 6, 2025 meeting were read. Commissioner Bradley made a motion to approve the minutes. Commissioner Larson seconded the motion. Motion carried. The expenditures from the following offices were approved to be paid: Buildings and Grounds, General County Government, April Election, Assessor, Road and Bridge, Coroner, Law Enforcement, GR, Prosecuting Attorney. 9:30 a.m., Commissioners conducted a pre-construction meeting for BRO RO 4230. In attendance were Josh Duger and Kayla Leonard with MoDOT, Jake McBee and Zach Olivius with Great River Engineering, Shannon Jenkins with Merritt Excavating, and Dennis Bowers, Road and Bridge Supervisor. An agenda for the meeting was presented. Jake asked who was going to be the LAT for the county. It was decided that Mark Larson would be due to the fact that the bridge is in the north side of the county. The estimated begin date for the project is March 24th, 2025. All parties in attendance were good with the project getting started. Zach Olivius with Great River Engineering shared that he got the easement approval from the Corps of Engineers for the Southeast 91 BRO Bridge project. Commissioners signed the easement documents. At 10:16 a.m., Commissioner Bradley made a motion to go into closed session pursuant to RSMO 610-021-1. Commissioner Larson seconded the motion. Motion carried with a roll call vote. Bradley, yes. Larson, yes. Stone, yes. At 10:23 a.m., Commissioner Larson made a motion to end closed session. Commissioner Bradley seconded the motion with a roll call vote. Bradley, yes. Larson, yes. Stone, yes. Dennis Bowers, Road and Bridge Supervisor, shared that a question was raised by Kyle Evans about closing a section of road on Northeast 251 in Tebow Township. Dennis shared his concerns with the fact that the road is used by emergency services. It makes no sense to close it. He also stated that he would like 901 Road Bridge to be the next bridge project. Dennis updated the commission on the status of the tractor that was approved for purchase. It is currently at Golden Valley Tractor getting some alterations done and should be ready to pick up soon. He also shared that he was going to have to purchase blades for the road groomer. Dennis stated that he understood that the commission had to go through training in order to do bridge inspections. He too would like to attend those trainings if he is expected to do daily logs and pictures of the BRO projects. Applications for the road and bridge position were discussed. Tina Redding, Deer Creek Township Road Board member, attended the commission meeting. Tina has major concerns with an individual in her township who is attempting to maintain county roads with his own equipment, as well as placing rock on the roads. Tina's concerns are that there are specifications for the roads and ditches, and that without knowledge of those specifications, the individual is just tearing up the roads and ditches. The liability it puts on the township is not something the township is okay with. She has requested that the county attorney draw up a cease and desist letter to the individual. She also wanted the commission to know that they also believe the road should remain open, not only for emergency services, but that the road is used by a school bus twice a day. Dennis shared his concern of potential landlocking if the road was closed. Commissioner Larson stated he had spoke with the individual and told him he was setting himself up for a lawsuit and should not be doing any work on county roads. Commissioner Larson agreed with Tina that he needed to be legally notified that he has no authority to work on county roads. Tina shared of a request from the same individual for a culvert on 251 Road and 480 Road in Deer Creek Township. She said they would not put a culvert in this location he is requesting. The area was made specifically as a retention pond for water runoff. Kelly Merritt shared of a sample of Nottoway County's SB 190 applications. Commissioners asked if we had received a copy of Bates County's application yet. As of the meeting, we had not. Commissioner Bradley made a motion to adjourn the meeting at 11:14 a.m. Commissioner Larson seconded the motion. Motion carried with a roll call vote. Bradley, yes. Larson, yes. Stone, yes.
Make a motion to accept the minutes.
Second it.
Motion been made and seconded to accept the minutes as presented. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried.
And then you do have
Okay,
a
and then-
closed session.
Okay, and
I'll make a motion to approve the closed.
I'll second that.
motion been made and seconded to approve the closed session minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay.
All right. We got a stack of bills today.
Just, she was signing it.
Only
Ma'am?
if you're gonna speak.
Are
If
you
anybody
gonna-
in here wants to speak, you need to sign in on the form there.
I'm just here to listen.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
She's just watching.
Yeah, you check.
I need those stamps, Jim.
Hard to get hold of.
They are, aren't they?
Thank you, sir.
My stamp is just not good test here. I need to color it, I think.
The one that you all just passed through, that protection plan is on your tablets, in case y'all were wondering.
Okay.
I did buy a protection plan in case you dropped them or something, they'll replace them for free.
Yeah.
That's what
That's a
that,
good thing.
that's what that cost
Yeah.
was. I think it was $150 a tablet or right at. It just seemed worth the cost to me.
How come we have late fee? All that?
What am I looking at? I haven't seen that bill, that's not my
I
initials.
just, okay.
Just charge.
I mean, usually she usually don't have it.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what. It was a mix-up or something.
I can't answer that question. My name is not on this thing. I don't know what that is. Say they just was late.
Huh? That's it.
Yep.
It was a MasterCard bill, wasn't it?
At Equity.
Equity Bank, yeah. What is it? Oh.
Well, Aaron's here early. That's a good sign.
Well, yeah.
Good morning.
There you go. Good morning, Aaron.
That's
Good.
perfect. Amy told me you wasn't gonna be here till 11. And Rick never put you on the agenda. So we're adding you, we've added you on the agenda, but we just didn't know what time, so
We just didn't know
surprise.
what time.
It's under the elected officials section.
That,
Don't know.
Maybe that's where I missed it.
Jackie? Warm.
I am.
There you go.
We got a little bit of movement.
Do you happen to have a resolution by chance? Did we do
I
that?
do. There's one laying here.
Good news.
Commitment to public safety and reduction of violent crime.
Yeah.
That sounds like the right thing.
That was official.
That-
All right. I do have that.
Gotta move it.
Yeah, brought your all favorite today.
Yeah.
It looks good talk when I asked him to speak today.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Super excited.
Is it? Morning.
You brought the whole crew with you
You
this
got
morning.
everybody here.
There'll be a few more.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, they're just paying bills, Aaron. Todd and I talked in the hallway last night, because I had to stay up until 5 o'clock, because statutorily, when it's the last day to register to vote, I have to be here till 5. So Todd stayed with me till 5 o'clock last night. The other thing that we was talking about is on the Saturday prior to elections, we are required to be open for 4 hours, so we're open from 8 to noon on Saturdays. And so we need to request, I guess, to you all that we have security on those Saturdays. I could try to look up a calendar for maybe 6 months at a time to show when those times that we have to be open till 5, and then that one Saturday. This year we only have the one election, no big deal. But in a big election year, we'll have 4 or 5 Saturdays that we're open. So would that work for you if I did like maybe a 6-month calendar?
Yeah.
And then that way you guys will be, you would know.
Aaron's very organized, so he'll stick them on the calendar and we'll see them.
Well, Todd told me I need to talk to you. So,
Aaron will get somebody assigned to it.
perfect.
Not a problem at all.
I just don't want to spring it on you. And I didn't even think about it last night, so I was like, oh, I have to be here till 5. And nobody came in, but
Sure.
I had to have the doors open. So.
Yeah, no problem.
Sick,
I'll say, how you feeling? Say, how you feeling?
sick.
Look good.
Huh?
Sounds
Look
terrible.
good.
There we go, there you go. I'm pulling that side off.
Yeah, they got that taken care of.
I've been sick as a dog since Saturday. Can't shake it.
One arm.
No offense, I hope you don't shake it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he keeps scooting over. I can't get him this way.
Yeah, those wheels are gonna go that way.
He's just not getting healthy, so
Mhm.
it's nice to see him with 2 arms.
Feels good to have 2 arms free again. Can't lift anything with it, but
It's a
it's a start.
recommendation.
Looks like you must have got your equity bill in. $0.56.
That's a good day.
If you owe it, you
I know
owe
what you're
it.
talking about, that's a good day.
Well, check.
It usually says decline, so I'll take 56.
Well, well, when they split all the bills out,
Yeah, so we're trying
that's the thing we're
to
just,
stay up to date on it, so we don't have an issue.
yeah.
It's kind of weird paying as you go.
Well,
It's a
that's
statement, but we're getting there.
I feel like that whole equity bill thing has been a learning curve for all the offices. It's not
Yes.
just you guys. It really isn't.
We're gonna talk about that soon. We only have
Then
one card.
Then later, they have to get them all connected.
Yes.
There's where you end up with the,
We have a car in Warrensburg, and it broke down again, so
oh,
they require payment when we picked up $100, I don't know, $1 but that's what we don't have a way to pay it. So, like, do you guys trust us?
Don't
Invoice
trust.
us? Maybe
Right?
trust us, I don't know.
Is that fireman still in the hospital?
I think he
It says on Adam
got
that
out
He's home.
yesterday. Yeah, he got
Yeah,
out
he's home.
yesterday.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's doing excellent.
Good.
I heard he walked away from it.
Sore, but,
Yeah.
well, he didn't walk away from it, but
He
he did, leave the hospital yesterday.
Pretty bad deal when he got out.
It
Yeah.
looked awful in the pictures,
He wasn't gonna get a great shit.
It's not a week for $5. One closing Harrisonville.
What happened in Lawrenceburg?
Firefighter died on scene.
Oh, I did see that. That wasn't tragic.
Tomorrow, actually.
That's awesome.
Goes to Harrisonville.
My wife's doing a debrief tonight. They lost a firefighter and 2 in the fire.
Oh, I never heard that one.
Two members of the community that are really prominent or active members.
Where is that at?
Harrisonville?
That's where.
Harrisonville?
Harrisonville, really? I hadn't heard. Huh. Oh, let's do that. Okay.
We don't have
Well,
anything here if
go
he's
ahead, I
ready.
guess. How about go ahead, kid?
If he's ready, I say
Aaron?
do it.
Cool.
Okay.
We don't have a pro. You guys wanna do the report first or the resolution? Or Kelly,
Yeah.
you-
Whichever you wanna do is
Whichever one
fine.
you want to do.
We'll start with the report. We have a few trickling in, I think, so, we'll just do that and there's no rush.
Thank you.
Learn, you don't want a copy this time?
Anybody that comes in with you, if you could, I know that they're not gonna speak, but if you could have a couple of your names on here, so I just get everybody in minutes who is here, I appreciate it. So just sign in.
So thank you guys, in advance for Lucia, we'll talk about that here too, but, for our February report, it's been another good month for us, exciting month. A lot still going on our end. We have some audits still going on, but we're nearing those. So probably the March report, we'll have some audit findings that we can share and kind of go over those. So pretty exciting stuff. Just to recap on that page 5, just the call for service about stayed the same from January. 1,117, and then our contract services about 483, and altogether 91 reports. That is a lot for us. Every month we average around 90 to 100 reports, and about 10 to 12 of those, I think this month was 6, but they fluctuate over to the detectives division. So our county is really busy. And a lot of those that don't even go over to the detective side are road staff. They just handle them, they do the PC statements, they get it to the prosecutor, and they don't hit the detective side. But we're really busy. Some of these would be our municipalities. We issue the citations and their process too. So, and then out of those, the 24 arrests, we do publish those weekly. So we're still trying to, we do those every Friday. We're still trying to stay up on that. So those aren't in this, but 24 for the month, and then 187 traffic stops. Rob isn't here today, but we'll go over the traffic saturation side of that. Exciting month for that. We ended up having a pursuit off of one of those. But 187 is pretty good, and those will still keep climbing as the weather gets warmer. We can already see the fluctuations in call volume and reports. It's getting higher with the warmer weather. So. A little over 2,800 for the courthouse visits, and our inmate population, which Jack will talk about here momentarily, it fluctuates as well, but it's around 101. But we have gone down just a little bit with about 73 booking in. So our jail population is starting to get a little bit more manageable, but she'll elaborate on that. All right, Captain Gilbert will kind of go over the operations side.
I just want to start it out with just saying a big thank you to all the deputies, correction officers, dispatchers, road crews, first responders, first responders, essential workers for being out there in the bad weather and being able to get around and still out, keep everything going. So big thank you to everybody that was still at work and doing the things that had to be done. Sheriff and I, we got to attend the FFA Business Week breakfast they had over there. It was first class. They took real good care of us. Food was good. You know, opened the doors for us and everything. I mean, they were really good with the public. It was great to be able to attend that. We had a donut with the deputy in Windsor at Judy's. Yeah, great time, awesome turnout. It was kind of neat too because they kind of see how quick our day can change. As we were sitting there enjoying visiting with everybody, we had a couple of deputies end up in an emergency situation. So they saw that we were all drinking coffee and everything was good, and then people are running out the door. I don't know what's going on, but our officers were okay. We didn't take care of business, but so it was kind of, I think, neat for them to see how quick things can change for us. We had our first real all-staff meeting. It went really well. Jackie cooked burgers for us. They were delicious. And just to be able to chance to sit down and talk and everybody to, you know, get where we're going, what we're wanting to do, and then where we're at. So it was good to be able to spend time with the staff, enjoying some food, and just getting everything situated. We had a chili cook-off. Sergeant Brandt put that together, so it went really well. We had nine entries. Another really good day for just our staff to be able to get together with our families and everything, and just share a meal and visit. Deputy McQueen, I believe, was the one that
The winner?
the winner of the best chili.
Very good.
It was very good. On the operations side, you guys saw the numbers there that are in the packet. Contract areas, like the contacts we've had there were 483 with 13 arrests in there, 97 traffic stops. 14 citations issued and about 49 reports there. When it comes out to the county, it's 552, 11 arrests, 90 stops, 0 citations with, I think that number's gonna be more on the traffic grant side, the citations. So then we have 42 reports filed. Big push this year has been through our trainings too, trying to get our deputies into training so that we're better trained. And we were able to send one of our detectives to an advanced investigative training. We got several deputies over the next few months. It's going to be going to crisis interventions training. We had a prisoner transport training, and then one of our guys did a officer wellness instruction training. So you can kind of see the municipal police reports down here break up from the cities, kind of where we're at. Obviously, Windsor's going to be our busiest city. Urick comes up right behind that. So this kind of shows our activities in there and where we're at and what we're doing there. So on the traffic enforcement side, you can see the numbers there: 52 stops, 34 hours. Of those were warnings. And like you said, there was a pursuit. I got to get out and do a little traffic grant myself and come across a stolen vehicle, and he kind of ran me all over Benton County, and I didn't know the roads over there as well, so he was able to sneak away from me up there. But as the good Lord made him, we crossed paths again around Calhoun, and we had a second opportunity. So we ended up catching him, getting some arrests, recovering a vehicle, and it was an interesting morning. Not too bad for a day off. So. But that's kind of where we're at. We got a lot of things coming future-wise. We got another going over the deputy tomorrow, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning over in Deepwater, and then we're looking at going on with K7 over in Urick here soon. She has been law enforcement support for as long as I can remember, so going over there first thing in the morning, she'd open up early so we could have coffee when you're having a late night shift. She's the guy. We're also looking in May, hopefully being able to do one of our first community barbecues with the foundation and a bunch of support there. So really looking forward to some of those things. Several more trainings coming, looking at vehicle situations, trying to get some things there. We got one of the corporals from the jail decided that his passion was he wants to see what it's like on a patrol. So he's starting on Monday in field training, so we're really excited to get Deputy Hinkle over and moving forward with things. So things are going really well. Any questions about operation?
Whereabouts in Deepwater?
It'll be at City Hall.
City Hall. Thank you.
Right there at City Hall at 8 o'clock in the morning.
We'll share that on our Facebook again today, but it's 8 to 10 in Deepwater City Hall. They're supplying everything. They're really excited about it.
Okay, I think it's great.
Yeah, no, it will be.
Absolutely.
Our turnouts have been great, even in Windsor. I mean, it was nice for people to share even the negatives. It's like, well, we have a speeding issue over here and we never see you guys. It's like, well, we'll beef it up.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of positives and negatives. We like them all. So.
That's how you grow.
Yeah.
Any other questions on operations?
Oh, it's my turn. Our average daily population for February was at 101. We peaked at 108. It's worth noting it's a 119 bunk facility. Technically, it doesn't really effectively become a 119 bunk facility because you have 2 bunk cells. Because of the needs of SEG, we have people that have to be housed by themselves. They don't play well with others. They have a particular medical need or whatever. We sacrifice a lot of bunks. So 6, 8, 10 of those bunks out of 119 are really non-existent to us. The medical needs of our current populace are really more challenging than they were 5 to 10 years ago. To illustrate that, jumped in my car, went down to the Samaritan Center, and I paid $18 for a wheelchair because we need one. We now have 3, and I have no doubt that we'll use them all. So that challenge just keeps going. DMH is still a challenge. There's still 6% of our populace is awaiting a bid with Division of Mental Health, and at least one of those have been waiting in excess of a year. DMH is swamped. They desperately need funded. That's just something the state of Missouri is going to have to look at in the future, and it trickles down and impacts everybody. Due to those capacity issues, because we've been going out and catching bad guys, I'm like, why is going on here? Oh, I realize y'all are doing a good job. Well, that's why my jail's full.
We're working on that.
I'd say everybody in the state.
And they're still gonna
is
keep
fighting
doing that, you know. But I had to send 5 Pettis County inmates back to Pettis County. And unfortunately, that sacrifices about $10,000 a month revenue. That's probably $100,000 I just give away for the rest of the year. And then in addition to having these higher numbers, our healthcare contract is based on ADP. So what we negotiated it at is one thing, what we budgeted for is that they're gonna charge me $500 more a month because of these increased ADP. So I just sent $100,000 out. I just spent $6,000 more. So we're adjusting how we're housing, we're moving inmates around, we're looking at where this one is and that one, and we're trying to account for that. We still house for St. Clair County, we're still housing for Platte County. Things are just going along. We're enjoying the training. We've got kids going to 48-hour jail academy right now. I've got 2 officers going to a leadership class for 2 days this month. I've got OC instructor, less than lethal instructor. All those things are coming up in the future this year. I've already planned out. I'm pretty tickled. I make it a point to build their resumes. I've told everybody for years, they should be able to build a resume and be so good at what they do by the time they're working here for a while that they can go to any other agency in the world and not just succeed but thrive. And then I want to treat them well enough they stay in. That's the goal. Now sometimes I lose them, but it's okay to lose them to you. Yes. And we're very thrilled. They're getting a very good officer. I told Mr. Billbrook, you have a very high standard. He will expect great things of you, sir. So they're getting a good officer.
Good.
So that's just where we're at.
Use Mr. Hinkle as an example, smart man. Whenever we started all this, he's post-certified and his goal was to go to the road, but he's like, no offense, I want to make sure what you guys are doing is actually staying and this isn't just a face. I'm like, well, that's a smart reply. So a couple of months later, he's like, I realize this is the way the sheriff's office is going to run, and I'd like to go over the road patrol. So we see that our staff aren't leaving to go elsewhere. We're training them really great, and they're staying. They're not just using it as a resume to go elsewhere.
That's good.
I also like to say on our jail staff, a bulk of them are civilian citizens, and they go through a lot. Our 6% of DMH holds, those are very challenging inmates. We have one now that has messed up our padded cell.
Well, he's not even DMH. He is a
So
recent
Our
arrest.
general population, I should say.
They're very challenging. That individual is 24/7 watch on camera, and we're still struggling to find the path for him. He has damaged your padded cell. We're aware of that. Chris has been alerted that he's damaged padded. And as soon as we can get him on a more even keel, then Chris will be ready with the repair kit to come over and repair padded. We had this problem in the past, you cannot let that get out of hand. It costs a lot to majorly repair padded. A year or two ago, that was my 30 grand. We can't let that happen. The officers are challenged by some of our folks. We managed to get one out of facility furloughed to healthcare. He desperately needed that just on the humanities side. The jail is not prepared, nor is it designed to care for some needs. And we were very thrilled to get him to a place that was much better for him.
How's that process work?
That's complicated. Sometimes it's just you're gonna have to get creative on, okay, what's the problem solving for this? What kind of care does he need? Does he need long-term care? Does he need rehab? Does he need this or that? Gentleman I'm speaking of was advanced in years and had some cognitive decline. And it was really negatively impacting his overall state. The jail is not by design able to care for that. So we had to work very hard and reach out to lots of resources to get him into a better situation.
It's one thing I enjoy about Jackie and our staff is we go above and beyond to try to provide that service. A jail's a jail. The old philosophy is it's just they're inmates. You stick them in there and they'll figure it out. But we don't do that. And it's a full-time job trying to decipher this and work with multiple different agencies or to get the proper care for our inmates. It's complicated.
I don't mean to sound too lovey-dovey or saccharine about it, but there's 90-plus people over there. And they depend on all 21 of us, 22 of us. We are the reason they are okay. And you have to take that responsibility very seriously. It's their lives. We take care of them. They've arrived to us either because they've made the worst day ever for someone, or they've had the worst day ever for them, or a combination thereof. You still have to take care of them. The medical challenges and the mental health challenges with that. You gotta wake up every morning asking the cosmos what you got. Or you just don't want to come in.
It's understandable. I just didn't know what the process was for.
It's hard
Yeah.
to even describe. I couldn't, you just start reaching for resources. There's Compass Health, there's the prosecutor's office, there's the public defender's office, there's talk to the nurse, talk to Golden Valley, see if you can get this history or that history. Reach out to this, 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 and this. And then also coordinating that with security
different
as
programs
well.
right now.
Okay.
There are some ways you should not reach out without coordinating that or deconflicting it, one might say.
All
So,
right,
yeah,
well,
it
thank
gets
you very
complicated.
much. All right. Bye-bye.
But if you like a challenge, these young kids go to escape rooms these days, so that's why I don't mind hiring young kids. I like challenges. You just gotta tell them that this can be rewardingly challenging.
That's good. I like that.
Perfect. Our investigation side, Lenny is pretty busy today, so we're doing our evidence audit. We've been doing that, this is our second week. We have an outside entity that's here doing that. It's very time intrusive, so, we have separate locations, and there's a couple thousand pieces of evidence for the county. So he's pretty tied up right now, but it has been a very good month. We've had 26 probable cause statements just for the month of February that we've completed. So those are cases that are successfully getting through our system up to the prosecutor's office and moving along the chain. So. And about, I think around five cases that additionally took on from the road patrol for further investigations. So, all in all, our investigation unit's going great. So, we have 3, and then they are strapped, and Reagan's back here, I think. Yeah, right here. So, she's our liaison for the prosecutor's office, and she does great. So she comes out as well, and. We quite often say if you hear her on the radio, she's going to get into something, and she does. But she also helps with our investigations. So she'll go out and she hits the streets and she helps with these numbers and gets our cases through appropriately. And she also helps the other agencies, not just us. So her position is very vital up here, and it does. It makes our system flow a little bit smoother, because we all know that there's a lot of hiccups in it.
She's a great liaison with the jail as well.
Yeah,
Because your
yes.
previous experience there is pretty darn priceless. I appreciate it.
Cool. Aaron?
Yeah.
So let me tell you, Aaron's like a lunar eclipse. We don't get to see him up here often, but when you do, it's magical. So we appreciate Aaron being here today. He's always in court, and he had somebody cover him this morning so he could be in here. So.
Yeah, all in all, everything at the checkpoint's going good. It's like kind of the newness of it's kind of wearing off, so most people coming in now, they're aware of it, they're not necessarily being surprised about it. I'd say right now, probably the biggest thing we're hearing from people is more handicap parking areas that are designated in the parking lot. That's probably the biggest thing that we're having people bring up to our attention. As far as in courts go, in February we arrested 6 people. This could be either as far as warrants from outside agencies, so they come for their court date here and they have a warrant from another jurisdiction, or some of them could be for probation violations. They take a urine test and they fail. I know for the month of March we've already eclipsed that. We're at 8 arrests so far for this month. Have a lot of cases that are being pushed through. Starting next week through May, we pretty much have a jury trial almost every week. So there's maybe newer faces as far as other deputies that may be up here just kind of helping out. So if you see them up here, they're probably helping out, and we kind of rotate people through. So but we're rocking and rolling.
Now, we want to show that next page, our mental health and crisis support. So I don't know what, we were just talking about this on the way up here as well, because as we were on our way up here, there was a medical in another city, town around us, and it just, we don't know what's going on, but mental health and it's just across the board. You can talk to our coroner's office, and it's the busiest it's ever been within the last 3 months, and we even talked to Dane Sisk, and the prior coroner, and he agreed that the numbers are just staggering. So, and it's not just one certain thing; it's a totality of deaths across the board. But obviously, we had these signs for quite a while in our yard over there at the sheriff's office, the 988 number. So we just wanted to share that. We'll probably keep sharing that. There's some sheriff's offices around the state that have them on their patrol cars. That's how much issue this is across the state.
More and more.
I think that's a good thing to have it on the cars.
And we're all touched in it some way. I mean, and we're talking younger generation as well. We had one, I don't know, last week before here in Clinton. So it is a problem. It's weekly now, and we don't know. So it affects everybody, of course, the families and the first responders, and so there's some stuff in here. We share these internally with our staff too, because we see these, we go through this as well. So that's just our little push on mental health, and hoping everybody can get through it all right. So, anyway, this month is already, we try to get these to you at least by the 15th. It's just a lot of stats and things to pull, but we believe that getting this to you guys and broadcast it, and we push this out on Facebook, are still working on our website. That's challenging, but we're getting there. You guys know the process on that. Not
Well, I was actually gonna check with you if you had heard anything new, but it's just challenging right now, huh?
Yeah, so really, honesty, but so we're waiting on a rebate or a refund back from one of our companies. So we canceled one of our services. It's a $10,000 service, e-riders, ticket e-riders. So we paid $10,000 for that, and they were bumping that up to $30,000. And I said, well, we're on a lot of hand tickets for $30,000. So
Yeah.
we canceled that. We're going to use that money for our website and app, and then we're working on a $5,000 grant through I think like the Truman Lake Foundation. So we're waiting to hear back from that. So hopefully we'll have this first year paid for, and then thereafter it's about $6,000 a year. So fingers crossed. The next process, of course, we'll probably have to do an RFP, because there's more than one company out there that's over the threshold for purchases. So we're going to be working on that this coming week, and then getting that pushed out. The companies we're looking at, it's a template. So once we pick the company, get them our stuff, we can probably go live within a couple of weeks. The template's there. We've already reviewed them. We already have our stuff in them with the 2 companies. So it's looking really good. It's going to be awesome.
That's good.
And then we're looking to get these pushed out. We do the arrest reports. We're working with our cities too. So you see some stats in here that's new for the cities, the municipalities. We understand it. We still have some of them that say, we just don't know what you guys do here. we give you a check every month, but what are you doing? We give them stats to the Board of Aldermen. We go to the Board of Aldermen monthly meetings. We personally attend those as admin, but the information usually doesn't leave the Board of Aldermen. We give them detailed stats, actually. So we're looking to push those stats out to the public. It's public information, and hopefully our citizens can have a better understanding of, oh, okay, you guys are here, we just don't see you. Obviously, we're 24/7, and when you're sleeping, we're still doing things. We're very proactive is an understatement, and we're just getting there. We're just getting started. So.
Okay.
We're really excited, so.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah,
Very
we
good.
appreciate it.
Hey, Aaron, did you ever get with Rick and ask him about that,
1064.
that's it?
Yeah, so you can talk. We do have a packet ready.
We have a packet ready to present that at some point in time over the 1064. See what you guys think about it.
Did you get was Rick able to get you an answer though?
We have not asked yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so we wanted to have our ducks in a row before
Gotcha.
we start asking. We have a training next week. It's our mandatory sheriff's conference. And then when we get back, we'll probably come up here and get on the agenda and submit that. So,
Sounds good.
yeah, we're really excited about that. And we're about to get pretty hot and heavy into the narcotics, so it would be a good time.
It'd be a huge asset.
Well, I've been meaning to ask you about that for a while. I just didn't want to forget.
Yep, I appreciate that. All right, anything in general?
No, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
They're not done with you
No,
yet.
we,
Oh, yeah, you got
Oh, the
something else.
resolution.
Wait, there's
We got another.
So this is Governor Kehoe is implemented a Blue Shield program. And this is something we've been excited about this anyway. And then Governor Kehoe has implemented this, and this is right along what we're doing as the sheriff's office anyway. We believe in community policing and our transparency, and obviously since we took over, that's all we're doing. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do these things, but we believe in it because people need to know, and we are the face of the county as well. So, but what this is, and obviously there's 10 steps to be acknowledged as a Blue Shield county. So number one would be what we're talking about today is just a resolution. So the resolution from the county commissioners is just saying that you acknowledge that we are supporters of law enforcement. Now, to go further in depth on those 10 things, we already meet all 10 of these. We started this in September, not knowing this was a thing, but when this hit 2 weeks ago, we're like, well, we already meet all 10 of these, which is fantastic. So last year, with that number 2, within the last 5 years or current budgeting, that there's an increase in law enforcement personnel or budgeting or extraordinary investments in the last 5 years. Well, we all know that we came up here last year in the 2025 budget, we asked for additional funding, and we were granted that. It has paid dividends. We're full staffed on both sides. You know, we fluctuate 1 or 2 every once in a while, but it is amazing to be full staffed. We have rotating cars. Obviously, we increased our beginning salary by $1 on the road and $1 in the jail. And a bunch of other things, our medical contract, our Taser 10s. We have a lot of things going on that was increased. So we already meet these, and we know where you guys stand on the future budgeting as well. So we already follow these, but this is a formal way. We've also, on top of this, we obviously contract with 5 municipalities. So we've talked to them on the same aspect of not only the county commissioners can have a resolution, each of our cities can have a resolution. And they're looking at that. We did have a meeting with Deepwater's Board of Aldermen last night, and they did sign one. So the goal would be all 5 of our municipalities and our county commission to have a resolution, and we'll input all 6 of those into this program. At the end of this, when you meet all these around July, given that Governor Kehoe's budget's approved, I don't remember how much, I want to say 10,000 or 10 million. Or somewhere around in there, is implemented into this grant program. So those cities or towns that are a part of this program would be eligible for those grant monies as well. So Governor Kehoe and obviously President Trump, their thing is pro-law enforcement. So this is just a little section of that, and I can tell you that's why we're here today. We obviously appreciate you guys. We appreciate our county. Our county is near and dear to us, as everybody knows that. And that pendulum for law enforcement always swings I'll be the first to say that. Several years ago, we didn't feel the love. We do now, and we always have in Henry. I can tell you that. There's a reason why we're here. There's a reason why this is home. It's because we've always felt the love for law enforcement here, but this is just a formal way of saying it.
Sounds good.
I have a copy of the resolution here that Aaron would like to sign.
Yeah. All right. That's this one.
Would you like me to read it out loud so that you all can all hear it at the same time rather than?
Do you want it on the minutes?
Well, I will attach a copy to the minutes.
Yeah. Go ahead, you got it up.
Well, I can read it out loud so that y'all don't have to, we do it all at one time.
Yep.
Resolution number 3/13/25, a resolution of the Henry County Commission demonstrating commitment to public safety and the reduction of violent crime. Whereas the Henry County Commission recognizes that public safety is a fundamental responsibility of local government and is essential to the well-being, economic stability, and quality of life of all residents, and whereas the Henry County Sheriff's Office serves as the primary law enforcement agency for Henry County and is also the local law enforcement provider for the City of Windsor, the City of Calhoun, the City of Urick, the City of Montrose, and the City of Deepwater, ensuring the safety and security of residents across our communities, and whereas Henry County is committed to reducing violent crime through a proactive, community-focused approach that includes collaboration with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, as well as engagement with community organizations, schools, businesses, and residents, and whereas the Henry County Sheriff's Office is dedicated to employing evidence-based strategies to prevent and combat violent crime, including intelligence-led policing, targeted enforcement efforts, enhanced investigative capabilities, and increased patrol presence in high-crime areas. And whereas Henry County recognizes the importance of supporting victims of violent crime by providing necessary resources, assistance, and advocacy to ensure their safety and well-being. And whereas Henry County is committed to fostering positive relationships between law enforcement and the community through transparency, accountability, and trust-building initiatives, including community policing efforts, public outreach programs, and educational partnerships. And whereas Henry County is dedicated to ensuring that law enforcement personnel receive the necessary training, equipment, and resources to effectively address violent crime and protect the public. And whereas the Henry County Commission, in partnership with the Henry County Sheriff's Office, will continue to seek funding opportunities, grants, and other resources to enhance crime prevention initiatives and law enforcement capabilities. And whereas the reduction of violent crime requires a collaborative effort among all sectors of the community, including government agencies, law enforcement, businesses, faith-based organizations, and individual citizens. Now therefore be it resolved that the Henry County Commission hereby affirms its commitment to public safety and to the reduction of violent crime within Henry County and the cities of Windsor, Calhoun, Urick, Montrose, and Deepwater. Be it further resolved that Henry County will continue to implement and support initiatives that promote the safety, security, and well-being of all residents, ensuring a unified and proactive approach to reducing violent crime. Adopted this 13th day of March, 2025. Please sign on the line.
Do
we need a motion?
Do I entertain a motion?
I'll make the
motion. Okay.
Go ahead, I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded to adopt the Henry County Resolution number 031325. I guess any more discussion on it? I think we've heard it.
I think it sounds good.
That being said, we're going to proceed to vote. Mark?
Yes.
Jake, yes.
Jim, yes. Motion carried.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. And you got to test it.
You guys have time for a photo op?
Yep.
Mark and me in the back.
You want to stand by there?
I wouldn't want to be in front of you.
I'm looking for a little vacation, but I feel good about
Way around.
Want us to come up there, or-
I don't know.
We'll do best.
Yeah.
Do that.
Huh?
Fine.
Usually-
Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. You wanna go with this hand?
No, you give it.
Thank you.
That's it.
Say nothing about this hand, man. We'll get it all figured out.
Anything
Okay.
works.
Snuggle up, pretend you like one another.
Need to turn sideways.
There.
Towards you.
Turn sideways, see what's screwing around. I think those should last.
No,
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for everything y'all do.
Thank you. I wanted copies of this, Aaron. If you can you stop in our office and have it. Hey, Jackie. I signed it because it said Rick. I signed it Rick by me. And then Rick has a letter of support.
Any release?
If you
I
could
know they've
have
been
Jay
talking
copy all
about
that.
They've got a
Thank
lawsuit
you.
or something.
Thank you, guys. We do appreciate it.
I could not go through the admin meeting yesterday in Jeff
By the
City.
way, Jackie.
I sent my second.
You're doing
in among
amazing.
my
I've heard
place,
nothing
and
but
he
great
was
out there.
I said, he was very interested in some hearing results today, but I just don't know. No, DMH just needs a lot more money.
That,
You
they've
don't
only
have
got
time for the conversation.
understood.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, they had about 80 people waiting for a bid. They have in excess of 400 waiting for a bid. They
Okay.
have not added any beds to their system.
Well, I know that, what is it? Algoa or whatever, is that the only mental health?
There's a facility in Kansas City, and then there is the facility in Fulton. Fulton is gonna take their more violent offenders, and Kansas City is gonna take their less violent offenders.
That's the
And
only
so-
two for the state?
Yep. Yep. They have quadrupled the number of people, but they have added no beds.
Well, you're doing a great job.
They've added money for funding for certain programs. Those programs have been somewhat successful, and then have hit roadblocks too. So, jailing's a challenge. I wouldn't want around DMH.
Me neither.
It is.
Doing a phenomenal job, Jackie.
Oh, don't quote me up.
Oh, yes.
I'm only 5'0" with my shoes on. I can't live up to that.
Thank you.
Oh, you are more.
I'm good, thank you.
Splash while you're here.
Mark, you might help you.
At least you like the smell.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
That's how it all started for me. I didn't drink coffee, but they just made it in the office over and over and over. And now I'm addicted.
I've tried it 3 or 4
Now you're cooking
times.
on
and,
I got hooked on it because I was trying to stay awake.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
Well, that was good.
Dennis is not here yet. I bet
Aaron's doing a
he's
good job.
getting his stuff done. And Mark ain't come back. And did, yeah, the heck, it was after 7 when they got done.
Got done down there, yeah.
Oh, the
All
testing?
the testing.
Took him 2 hours to
Yeah.
get the,
They said that's concrete in the bottom of that
yeah,
lake,
yeah,
which I believe that.
Wow. Not surprised.
So there's a potential, right, Jake, that Charlie could be here at 10?
Is there-
Yes,
Okay.
maybe.
What? Do you have any down?
This is
Kelly?
yours. This is mine.
And this on
That's
there.
yours.
And then this is hopefully.
This is our agenda.
We'll get this. This is for Lucretia.
Don't really know.
Sure, that's, okay, yeah. Did y'all have a chance to look over the Carlisle field or the radio that Kelly sent out?
Oh,
You mean the contract?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'll,
Better,
think
because I
that's
already
what-
sent it.
yeah, I say one's already been signed, right?
They sent it back same time.
Yep.
So anyway,
I am also going to, so after you sign it, I make a copy, I mail it back to, whatever
Stephen,
township it
yeah.
is. And then we keep them in a file and mark off whose we've received and when we received them.
okay.
I'm also going to scan them in a file so that you have them perpetually for, not just a file you have to go in and
Yeah.
handle.
Then you'll have them anytime you want
Yeah,
to
he
look
can,
back.
anytime he wants to look at them, you guys can look at them. You can go
Yeah.
back on your tablets and look at them.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Guess we got a little bit to wait on the one.
Yeah, we're gonna see if
And
Charlie
he
shows up today.
We'll see. I haven't seen Walker Cross anyway.
Well, he might be in the building, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just wait a minute and
It's hard to
see.
say with him.
Yeah.
And this is after 10:15. Okay.
That was Honey Creek that we got, wasn't it, Mark?
Yep. Stephen Smith.
Yeah.
All right. Northwest 700.
Thank you.
Mhm. I really don't have any other.
Actually, Kelly, I don't think
I-
nope, there it is.
Huh?
I didn't go down far enough to find the contract.
Hmm.
I thought it's,
I think I sent those last Thursday.
Yeah.
Does that sound right? The 6th? Yeah.
Annual certified.
certified. Do you
May
need that
till 27th.
email?
Basic training.
Yeah, the LPA.
Mhm.
Do we need to print that off? Or just the?
No, they
Okay.
got it down there, and believe me, Jeff says our Springfield always got it, MoDOT's got it.
Okay.
They keep track of that. Like,
Boy, we got him now.
oh, and that one phone call I had, he didn't give me his name or anything. He said, well, I just wanted to let y'all know I'm in support of the Senate bill one night. So,
I haven't had a chance to look at Bates County's yet
Yeah,
since Kelly sent it to me.
it's pretty short and sweet.
When I talked to Jamie over there, she said that they only approved the county as well.
Yeah.
Like they didn't, they're only doing the county tax levy, not anybody else.
Because they got townships. And
Is-
we-
and
Oh,
their
what they-
township.
We
what
talked to him about
What they're
that.
actually freezing.
Townships, they don't want to get involved with all that.
Well, I mean, if things change, we can always amend it,
Sure.
kind of thing, so. We just gotta figure out
Their ordinance was pretty straightforward, and I actually liked their contract.
Which
Bates County.
Yeah.
Well, we also need to talk with, Largent and,
It'll be Largent and Rick
Yeah,
that'll
Largent and
ultimately
Rick
make the
will be able-
decision because, I mean, the county clerk's office doesn't have a whole lot to
No.
do with this part, as far as administering it. So
okay,
they would be the ones that you would definitely want to.
whenever.
And
So I
they,
guess-
of course, they just had the real property, they don't have the senior centers.
Right.
Same house we do.
Right.
See, that's, we're over that. That was voted on years ago. The way I understood it.
Okay.
But that's only two we got.
Yeah. She did want to point out that they only froze the county.
Yeah.
She wanted me to make sure.
Well, that's the ones we're in charge of.
Right.
Without,
I agree.
And Jamie's the clerk over
She's
there?
the clerk,
Okay.
yeah, Jamie Page.
yeah. Did they get everything else kind of straightened out?
I didn't ask.
Oh,
No reason to pour salt on the wound, Jim. It's a little fresh. I got my own stuff to deal with in Henry
Well,
County.
see,
I don't need to be worried about what's going on in Bates County.
They've got a lot going on.
Seems like there's always something somewhere.
See, St. Clair's finishing up theirs too.
huh?
St. Clair's finishing up theirs too.
They're,
Senate, or the 190
Yeah.
They're on there.
stuff.
Well, Dennis is here.
is St. Clair Township? No.
They're countywide.
Well,
Boy,
Dennis-
that'd sure make things a lot easier.
Are you ready for me?
Yes.
Hi,
Get this
Dennis.
over with.
We're glad to see you too.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys a copy of the next bridge agreement we have with the engineering company.
81.
901. Or
Out here on,
southeast.
yeah, Van Zandt.
No,
Or, well, the one,
this is the one we're gonna do.
oh, you're all done.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah,
this.
you said it was 901 last week, right? That's what
This
I
one's
remember.
down there in Leesville Township.
We need to turn the heat down for you?
Or maybe the air up.
Sorry.
Okay.
You're
They're burning up.
Young man. Anyway, if you guys agree with this and everything, then I need Jim to sign this so I can fax it back to Lindsay.
Which one's this one again, Dennis? Sorry, I was.
Southeast 901 in Leesville Township. It's the one we're gonna leave the abutment walls on, and we're gonna just rip the deck off and replace the deck and everything. It still should qualify for soft match and everything,
Okay.
but it just won't be as much as everything, the other soft
Yeah.
matches are, because we won't have much invested in it.
Okay.
That's all, please.
It's the same one we've done for years.
Yeah.
I do the permitting and everything. She does the design or engineering part of it, the hydraulic studies and everything. With me doing all the paperwork on the permits and everything, it saves us a lot of money. I'm good with it.
I guess really, because we're going into contract with
Yeah, it has to
Great
be
Rivers,
voted
we
on.
better have a motion.
Yep.
Oh,
I'll make a motion.
Entertain a motion going contract Great Rivers on bridge, on
901?
901. I don't know, do we have a bridge number on there?
It's on there.
4000.
400018.
There you go.
I'll second Mark's
Okay.
motion.
Motion been made second going contract with Great Rivers Engineering for bridge 901 and 7.
And that's leaving the abutments and
Yeah.
just taking the deck.
Yep, just doing that. Yep.
Okay. How long do you think that'll take?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody else,
2
it's gonna
weeks.
take 3 months, but if everything goes right, we could be done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Do you need a
But the
roll
standard-
Depends
call?
on the weather.
But the standard answer is 3 months,
Yeah.
because you never know what weather's
You
gonna be.
never know, do you? I should have known.
Okay.
the answer, I'm sorry.
That being said, any more discussion? Voice roll call, Mark.
Yes.
Jake, yes?
Jim, yes.
Type a
little quieter days.
I know, I'm gonna have to look into a keyboard that's quieter. No, I can't. This is way better than,
Yes.
13.
I'll peek out.
Okay,
Okay, I'll leave that.
do we need copies?
Yes. Are you going to the office?
Yes, I'll get your copy for
Yeah,
you,
give me-
Kelly.
Thank you.
Or
Just
just
leave it on my desk
give
if
me
you
a
would.
And there's your copy that's
Oh,
inside.
that's all I need.
Yesterday I got a phone call from the bridge inspector. We have a bridge out here on West Division. I think it's in your area, I think, I ain't for sure. He lowered the weight limit on that bridge from 12 ton to 5 ton. And he said he's gonna put it in the notes, when he comes and talks to all of us together, that he wants it to be a rapid replacement job. Because I guess it's got some major issues. So.
Can I get a road
I'm gonna-
number and township for that?
Walker?
Walker, that's the township. Got a road?
Division, West Division, just east of 1601.
Works for me.
Your keyboard's making way too much noise.
I know. I'm going to look for a different one.
Hey, it'd be so much easier.
So, just be prepared that that's probably gonna have to be my next replacement job.
Okay.
Is that one out there, because dropping at 7 ton and him making the comments that it needs to be a rapid replacement, we need to move it up on the list.
How long the bridge is it? Wide?
I ain't been out there, it's,
So,
I ain't gonna tell you no numbers, Jim, because I'll be lying to you if I told you.
okay.
Because I haven't been out there and measured it, and I haven't. I'm trying to get all the paperwork done for this one right now.
Yeah, get it finished.
And I'm trying to finish up the soft match on the 1501 paperwork. So, Mark, you got anything for me?
No.
No, other
Kelly?
we need that whenever we can get it.
I'm gonna try to have that to you here in the next couple hours.
Great.
The only thing I have a question is, what's this here mean?
Et cetera, if there's anything else to put in there.
Okay.
Put what you want to.
Do it.
Just put what you want to in there.
Okay. You guys have a good day. I'm out of here.
Yeah, don't leave those.
Use your phone.
Thank you, Mark. Because Scott would have had a heyday.
Ah, he's already looking at it awful close. Okay, Mark.
We're waiting on you.
We're
sir.
waiting on you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's things doing? We finished Tuesday evening, way in the wee hours.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday, I'll have you a map with the exact locations of where we drew the samples from, so y'all can have that for your records.
Mhm.
Anywhere from 10 days to 5 weeks.
Yep.
They're gonna try to break it out. If they can give us the results without the radium, it'll be about 10 days. If we have to wait on the radium, it's gonna be 5 weeks.
Okay.
Questions, concerns, emotional outbursts?
Are all of them going to provide their results to one central location? You?
We are supposed to all provide, yeah,
I know you're supposed to, but is that what's gonna happen?
well, we'll see.
That all depends on how they work it.
Evergy did allow us up on top of the fly ash pile. It's a pretty
Yeah.
little operation to have going up there. We got a sample up there.
That's good.
That's good. You got down the Bottle Lake, got a good sample there.
It's more of a slough, isn't it?
No.
After a couple hours.
It'd be a good big swimming pool, like, it's concrete.
Yeah, we thought that one was gonna go really quick, but it was 2.5 hours. The
all that fly ash.
Gotta remember, all that fly has been dumped in there for years. I mean, it's just like making a mountain.
I hear that stuff's gonna set up in concrete.
It does set it like concrete. It comes out in big hunks.
So 10 days to 5
Wow.
weeks, huh?
Yeah, it all depends on the radium.
Okay.
All of it went well?
If they can send us results without the radium, it'll be 10 days. If they have to wait on the radium results to do a final report, it'll be 5 weeks. Both days they delivered the samples up to the lab in Kansas City that in the evening, so they didn't hold on to them. They don't have to worry about hold times or anything like that.
Okay. Well, that's good news.
Well, we really don't have any say-so on the test.
Got my beautiful tan.
Do what?
My beautiful tan. The second day we wore sunscreen. The first day it was like,
The second day I had to wear sunglasses.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, for the glare.
I was too, yes.
Some of us have that problem.
I'm telling you, you better watch getting burned a lot.
yeah, we did add we added a second test at Mount Rose School. And then we added
That place out there
in the
What's
water.
that?
in the water.
The inlet.
Inlet, that's correct.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Oh, that makes, okay.
So we did add those two.
All right. And just gotta wait, and see what we hear.
Adam, okay?
Yeah, he made home last night. Sure did.
No broken bones.
No broken bones.
Well, I'm thinking
Seat
about,
belted in?
No, he would have been dead if he was.
That's why I was curious.
It crushed right there on top of the driver.
Coming back from the fire?
Going to.
Oh, wow. I know that curve. I've wrecked on that curve. Huh?
No curves, straight away.
It's on the straightaway between Diane Mills is in the
road good.
Richardson's.
Road good?
Yeah, the edge of the road.
That culvert that was replaced right there in the curve, I wrecked on that before it was replaced years ago. I know the area well. That's right. I
You
should
do.
admit that on TV or the meeting, huh?
You seen Drake Track?
Yeah.
You seen Drake Track?
Okay.
I don't think Charlie's
Yeah.
coming.
Huh?
Don't forget that Ivan needs you to call.
Yeah,
So
have to do that. Scott, do you have anything?
I have an estimate for my pickup truck. And y'all may or may not know that I got T-boned right down here by Jeff Park School about a week ago. A little over a week ago, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And so I've been dealing with their insurance company. We notified ours right away. And I've got an estimate from Bristows. It's gonna be more than covered by whatever their insurance company, and I just wanna make sure that's okay with y'all, unless y'all have somewhere else you want me to take it. I've been with, all my stuff goes to Tim.
He does good. Their insurance company gonna take care of it.
That's my understanding as of right now.
Yeah.
And actually, I think they already cut a check
Oh, they did?
to the county
Oh, they did.
for that, and we'll wait till the end and see, but it should be more than enough to cover what Tim's estimate was.
Good.
But it's, we're still 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out. I mean, my van that I just got back was 4 months out. I mean, I just got it back. So, but it's worth the wait.
do we have a copy of your estimate?
I will submit that to you,
Thank you.
as long as I get a copy.
How much was it?
Almost 10,000.
Don't surprise me.
She got me pretty good.
Or you must have really did. Think about it, done a good job.
It messed it up pretty good.
Luckily,
So-
you wasn't hurt. You get hit
It's,
like
it,
that.
it spun me right around,
Yeah, it can,
but it's, you know, the truck is kind of parked, they did hit the back tire, there's one of her body panel screws is in the tire. So he suggested that I probably not drive it very far or very fast.
he hit you on the back
Passenger
side.
side, right in the back
Passenger
tire. They were gonna hit me right in the door.
Well, they got the back door.
Well, they got the back door.
Really?
They were gonna hit me in the front door, and I tried to get out of the way as best I could, and I
No,
thought surely she'll see me. I mean,
what?
that's just a bad spot anyway. I'm even more careful now than I was, but
Yep.
other than that, and then I'm just also wanted to check with y'all one last time before trying to get this whole addressing sign.
We're together on this one. We talk separate, now we're together.
I just wanna make sure that we're getting everything straight and doing what's best coverage for the county at the lowest cost for the county. Because, and I'm very thankful because y'all did put some money into EM for somebody to help with defray some of that cost, which is fine. But I'm getting ready to, if I need to, going to put out an ad. So before I do that, I just want to make sure everything's good. There's another option that would be cheaper, but Mark and I,
We've been discussing it.
we've been discussing it because his issues for his office are to make sure that somebody is manning that office all the time. I mean, from the beginning to the end of the day. And that's important to me too, for addressing and for all that stuff. It might, and again, this is totally up to y'all, but it might be possible, for Luke, if I don't know what his plans are in that office, and we've talked just briefly about that. If they have a fully staffed office with both people, that's gonna be cheaper than adding a whole nother body to my office. Because they get some remuneration back from,
Correct.
I mean, they get a grant for half of that money, which mine doesn't get anything. But, I mean, I'm fine with it. If that position, those two positions down there are both full-time, the added time will cover the addressing and stuff for Luke. And Luke is gonna spend about 6 weeks training and making sure that everything's up to date and a smooth transition. And he's still gonna obviously be available, and then that'll free him up to do the rest of my stuff so that we can get it done before our deadlines, because we're coming up against some really hard deadlines. And it's just a transition that there's no good answers.
The money's already in our budget, so we don't have to move money around or do.
So that's really up to you on I don't know what y'all's plans are for down there. It doesn't really matter, but I've got to know, if I'm gonna hire somebody, I gotta hire them like a month ago. Because I'm under a really tight deadline in the state tax commission for this year.
Yeah.
Because it's a reassessment year and we have to physically inspect anything over 15% increase. I mean,
I guess,
That's
Which
just
is-
about everything.
I guess my first question is, Mark, do you need 2 people full-time down there? I guess that's first.
Well,
Do we need an emergency manager full-time? I mean, down there, every day?
You have to have an emergency.
Well, yeah, but, I'm talking about every day. Because at one time, it wasn't 100%.
Yeah,
You know, we
without
had
doubt.
different, and I'm not saying it's not good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And if we can make all of it fit together, that's the big thing, and I know what y'all thinking, and I'm not against it, I just wanna know, make sure how we're clear of everything and how it's gonna work. Because, just like Scott, he needs somebody, and Luke's already,
well, but Luke is spending a lot of his time doing that
Doing
stuff.
that
I
stuff.
know that, okay, and that's the reason why he is needing somebody.
Right, but this might solve
Part-time,
both
but-
problems and I'm more worried about people coming in and the office not being open. I mean, it needs to be,
In other words, if you had a look back full-time, you don't need,
I'm fine, yes, that
and
was
you don't need anybody.
correct.
And him, then that gives him a full-time person down
But
there.
it,
That's gonna be
but he
the
could
next
probably do that for 20 grand instead of 50 grand. Which sounds a lot better, and
Well,
I don't wanna get too far down into the weeds, but I know that Subby probably wouldn't
He doesn't want
utilize
insurance.
all the
Yeah,
benefits
he did.
and stuff, and
Aye.
it's half the month's paid. I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't need the benefits. He just-
that's,
His
That's-
position is currently grant, right? That's what you're saying, why
It's
you're,
half and half.
right, why
Yeah, see,
Scott's saying it's
there's where you
paid
get into
for,
it.
part of him is already paid for.
so on top of being a lot less money than a whole new employee,
Right.
half of the extra stuff that goes to
Well.
him is covered under grant anyway. But
see,
that
you
has
have
to
to-
happen pretty
you have to
quick.
get all that clarified through the state too.
Yeah, but that has, I know the grant.
Because
has to
when
go
they
in
come in
pretty
and
quick.
audit us,
Right.
What's
We're gonna
Luke's
have to
position? I don't, I'm,
Luke isn't out, he does all of my, well, not all of it, but he does a lot of my outside review. That's his job. But whenever somebody
Hmm.
comes in and has a question about an address, especially the post office,
we
on all this new addressing that we've done 8 years ago, and it's still not straight. But that's a whole nother deal.
It's gonna be another 8 years.
It's probably gonna be another 8.
got,
We'll bring that up later. Because there is a solution, but it's not a good one. But he has to come back in and handle all of that. He has to handle all of the emails, and it takes him, it doesn't take half his time, but it takes over 25% of his time, maybe 35% of his time. All just addressing signs and stuff like that. So that takes away from what he can do myself. And again, when we first did this, that position, it was easy. We're doing a lot of growing, there's a lot of new addressing, there's a lot of new everything. So that's why
Yeah.
it's unsustainable for us, for our office to continue to cover that cost, which is why y'all did what you did, and I'm great, but we just wanna make sure that everything's straight before I pull the trigger and hire somebody new, because that might, Luke can still do all that, and we've got time set aside that he can get everybody trained. But I don't think that they need somebody at 3/4 time and I need a whole other full time. I think that's too many man hours for what we really need. And,
Subbies would be partially picked up.
So I
That's
will,
what-
well, I don't know,
I talked with the
that's
state.
gonna
find
happen.
out for sure.
I
See,
did.
the thing is, you gotta clear that. through
You
the
did?
state.
Mark's
Yeah.
already talked to
I
him.
talked with the state,
And they said
and,
that,
and most other counties, the emergency management does mapping, addressing, it's all under emergency management. As long as he has the deputy
Yes.
director title, they will pay half of his salary.
okay,
okay.
so it's not a problem, that's what I was
Yeah,
concerned.
I
That's
checked with the state.
actually kind of
Well, Do we need to-
makes sense to me.
That would help
it's
out.
Yeah,
it's
if
a
it,
win-win
Yeah,
for
but
both of us.
Pretty much.
that's.
If it
So
wasn't-
Yeah.
basically what you guys are wanting to do is you're wanting to put Subby full-time. Let's
Well, I
cut
just
to the
want-
chase.
That's what.
That way,
That would
Right.
solve a lot of problems the cheapest way. I'm fine with it the other way, but I just need some kind of clarity so that I can make
Well-
decisions based on whatever you decide to do.
There's
Right.
no need spending the money if we don't need to spend the money.
And I don't think that we do.
Let's do it the smart way, and if Subby will work for you, and Subby will work for you, what's the issue?
Mark,
It's all right for Subby, is he okay
He's
making
good with
that?
working for,
And
yeah,
you'll
we're-
have to stand.
But now
Yeah.
you also had to plan to kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna overlap hours, so like, he won't come in till 10, he'll work 10 to 6, and then I'll work from 8 to, so there will be
That way
somebody from
somebody's
8 to
there.
6. Yeah.
Sure.
all the time.
That's just good thinking, yeah.
and there's plenty of job tasks to
Oh,
keep
yeah.
him busy.
He's gonna work from 10 to 6 then.
He's got a lot of
Sounds like
mapping
it's-
to do.
So will Luke go down there and help with the mapping as well,
As
or?
a transitional, and anytime he's needed.
Yeah, that's why I was curious.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that
that's
is
where
set
the-
out.
Operating hours for the courthouse are 8:30 to 4:30. That,
Well, he can do his mapping and addressing.
4:30 to 6, that's what it's just not gonna be an open
Right,
public
right.
office
No,
after the
that, he
courthouse
can't be
closes.
open, we can't leave the doors
Right.
open.
Right.
Right,
We
perfect.
don't wanna get in that
Oh,
deal.
yeah, I'm with you.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You start
Yeah,
to
we don't want
security,
people
you don't want
wandering around
somebody
the
coming in.
yeah, no, I don't think that'll be an issue.
Okay.
Is Subby good with this? Is he ready to?
So yeah, he's a good with going full time, and I told we'll split that. I'll do addressing, he'll do we'll split it. We're gonna make sure it's covered.
Okay.
And then we have, I have allotted about 6 weeks of overlap time, just as much as Luke was doing, to make sure that all of our open cases are all worked through the email system and can help with all that. But I just don't want to put an ad in the paper and then come back 4 months from now and say, oh, well, we want to do something different, or.
As long as you give me a keyboard and mouse for that computer, I ordered it this morning.
Okay,
You can have this one. I'm gonna order me a quieter one.
Do we need
Oh.
to make a motion
I
to
don't
do
think,
that?
everything's in the budget already.
I don't think we do. We don't need a
It's
motion
already in
yet.
the budget.
Yeah,
No,
it's already
It's already in the
budgeted.
budget, we may
But I
have
didn't
to
want to, we didn't want
redo
to
it.
do anything without y'all knowing
His
full well
job,
what's going on.
job
Oh,
is
of
what's
course.
gonna change.
Yeah, of course.
That's, and
Appreciate it.
Sundays, he needs to know that.
Yeah,
Job
we
is.
tried to work everything out before.
Yeah.
Figured you probably did.
I figured that, so, anyway.
Make your life easier.
He will have to come to our office when he does go to full-time
Full-time.
and change and fill out different paperwork.
Yep.
And then, just to keep you up to date, State Tax Commission was in again Monday. Everything's really good, our numbers are a lot better. We are not under a memorandum like 75% of the other counties that are way undervalued. We're at roughly 91 or 92. We have to be at 90. The rest, many, like Benton County is probably at a 52 or 53.
Is it that high?
Same, maybe. You know, you can cherry pick your numbers and kind of make it say whatever you want to, and I just give them the straight run of all of our numbers and let them. I mean, they can't help you if they don't know what's really going on. And they are, contrary to many people's belief, they really are there to help. I mean, they don't want, and we don't want what happened in Jackson County to happen here.
Right.
And that's what's about to happen in some of these other counties.
Yep.
The State Tax Commission has mandated a minimum of 15% increase in many counties under a memorandum. And if they don't, I understand that they are probably, at the Board of Equalization meeting, they're going to bring forth a letter mandating it to the Board of Equalization. So, and I don't like mandates. I don't like it any more than the next person, but when you take an oath of office, take that oath to do your job the best that you can. It's not popular a lot of times, whenever you're increasing values, and it's not gonna be popular this time. But I knew that when I started. And
Well,
we've come a long way from where I was.
that's right.
And, you know, our goal is to be pretty close to 100%. We're not gonna get it, and I don't want to, but there's gonna be a number of people that are, I reviewed my house that they did, and my value
Saturday, get them on some
24.66%
Yeah.
from the last year to this year. That's a lot.
Okay.
Next time we get rid of this, when we get something open.
I'd have to agree with that.
Okay.
So,
No, it
anybody
sounds
have any
good.
questions for me? Because we are busy. I'm out almost every day looking at stuff. There's new stuff in every single corner of the county. Lots of new stuff.
Mhm.
And we just got our flyover. And we just did get our Eagle View stuff. It's pretty impressive. And if y'all get a chance at some point, not today, but get a hold of me and make sure, because it's the new resolution, especially for inside and around the city of Clinton and some of the other municipalities. 1-inch resolution. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
Huh.
And it also outlines any new construction everywhere. And stuff that's come down and stuff that's been added to and taken bigger, smaller, new, not there. I mean, it outlines it all. So that helps us do our job a lot faster.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
But it's pretty slick.
A lot of red and green and purple.
Yes. Lots. And then we have to go to each one of those parcels and do a full review. So we have about 6,000 of those to hit. And a lot of that has to be done by June.
Better get that truck fixed.
Okay.
Next deal.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, I can wait. Sure.
Go ahead and get it
Just get a
done.
copy
That
at some
way.
point.
Okay.
Thank you. Mark,
Okay.
are you completely exhausted?
Well, I thought you was gone yesterday. You didn't take off? I thought you was gonna be gone.
Do you not
Because
know
you
what
work.
this man was dealing with yesterday?
No. He just told me at work late he was gonna do it. That's why he told me. Isn't that what you said?
One of his firefighters rolled a tanker truck yesterday
Oh,
morning.
was that yesterday morning? And you might have been busy.
He's a little preoccupied yesterday.
Yeah. That one you just got?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't think it was your new one.
Yeah, that's our newest one.
Darn it, darn
Was
it,
that-
darn it.
is it on straightaway?
Yep.
On the EF off the edge of the road?
The edge of it gave way.
Huh?
The edge of the road gave way.
Yep.
V Highway is beautiful.
Right now,
You should drive it.
I tell you what, a lot of them on the edge of this road, you gotta watch that. 'Cause boy, it can
Wouldn't
get
that be MoDOT's fault though?
Huh?
Wouldn't that be MoDOT's fault?
They were out patching the highway after that yesterday.
I was gonna say, I
They
mean,
was
if the edge
patching it
of
the
the
day
edge of the
before.
road
Right.
falls
They had, like,
I
off.
don't know,
10
but
trucks
like,
out
I've
yesterday.
noticed going down
They was
Devon,
patching, they've been
you go down
patching,
Devon,
I seen them
there's places on the
Sunday,
road.
they'd start, not, they
My
wasn't
house
working
right
Sunday,
here.
but I seen where they had started patching
First off,
Sunday,
there's a
or
creek
that
right
week.
beside it, within 6 inches. And when you're meeting cars, you don't wanna be a crowd that too much. And I tell you what, it's bad, just like they wanna talk about dust, but boy, yesterday, like going down my road, turning, I don't have that far to go. But here, they come whizzing down the road with a dent and a big tractor, tracks on it, taking care of the whole road. You couldn't hardly see the equipment because of the dust. And it was just a cloud just laid there all the time. Okay,
It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so maybe that'll settle some of
Very
the dust.
small chance of the rain.
yeah,
Turn that down.
yeah, Pete.
Yeah, I'm about to lose my
Right.
sweater too.
Did you turn it down?
I'm cooking.
Did you turn it on
It's
air?
not even on.
Did you turn it on cool?
It's off.
I'm pretty
What?
warm.
It's off.
That's the first thing, dude, turn on what you want. Cool or heat. We don't need heat.
We're going to cool. It's
Yeah,
78 it's
there you
78
go.
here right
If you turn on
Oh, I
heat,
was
I'm
gonna
moving offices.
That's what I was trying to.
I'm smoldering.
I couldn't figure out if they had it set. Hey,
No,
it just
when do you
kicked
turn it
on.
I'm
on?
starting to wonder if I
Nobody
get
turned
sick
it.
again.
It's still on heat.
Am I
They
right?
keep turning it up. But there it is. I really
Did you
did.
figure out the issue?
It wasn't on.
Well, guess what?
We had no heat or air on it.
No, hey, they had it on heat and they would keep moving it up. 78. Kept getting hotter.
It was
Okay.
warm.
Getting ready to run feet.
Okay,
I thought you broke the fever, to be honest with you.
we're supposed to go in closed session.
Make a motion to go to the closed session?
Second.
We need to go in. It shouldn't take too long.